Today we conclude our look back to the April outbreak of 2025. An astonishing 35 tornadoes struck the Mid-South in the span of 4 days, but well over 100 more hit multiple states during the event. The first day of the outbreak, the storms continued well past midnight. At 1:20 a.m., a new situation developed. A tornado emergency had been issued for parts of North Mississippi and Southwest Tennessee, being the second tornado emergency issued by the NWS. It was right when an EF3 was bearing down on Grand Junction when their communications went down. And so during one of those tornado emergencies, around 1:20 or so on April 3rd in the morning, that was when data communication was interrupted from the National Weather Service to us and other partners. First off, what happened, and what did you all do to maintain seamless warnings as best you could?
We believe that the outage was caused by a lightning strike, and that caused the data communications from NWS Memphis as well as the radar in Millington to be lost to the public. However, the National Weather Service in Memphis never lost communication with the radar, and we were able to see the data in real time despite the fact that it was not making it out to third-party vendors.
That was candidly, that was a pretty scary moment when we were like,
absolutely.
Okay, it's been 5 minutes, because I'd noticed there was about a 2 or 3 minute delay. I was like, okay, they're probably like just scanning up because it was obviously a violent tornado, and sometimes you just scan higher to see how high that debris is going, but later and later it got more and more delayed. I'm growing more concerned with this as it's just not updating the radar site. We still haven't gotten in the last several minutes.
Unfortunately, what that means is we no longer have radar data, and there's no way around that.
We reached out on Slack and got the information that Shreveport was taking over.
Well, the National Weather Service has 3 levels of backup. So in other words, we have it set up so that Little Rock, Nashville, or Shreveport can take over our operations at a moment's notice. And we don't really plan for that to happen, but we're trained for that to happen. So when we give them a call, if we say, hey, we need you to provide service backup for us for a moment, we are down at the moment and we cannot get our communications out. Fortunately, in this instance, we were only offline for about 10 minutes, and Shreveport was never required to issue any products or statements on our behalf.
Mm-hmm. I remember just the hearing myself say it was kind of chilling, but I think it was that second one around Middleton. Middleton had just had a near pass of a tornado. We didn't know where it had gone, but I was just calling them out. I was saying, like, you may have just experienced a tornado. You might have gotten another alert on your phone. It's not an error. It's a new warning. Yep. Middleton, again, if you can, go back to your shelter. If you do not have shelter after the previous tornado, find a neighbor who does have shelter, who you can stay with, and possibly ride out a near pass of another tornado.
We experienced this back in 2023 with the March 31st event. We had, I believe it was a couple of places out in McNairy County that had a tornado track cross the previous tornado track. We had two tornadoes within about 2 or 3 hours impact pretty much the same locations. The tornado paths kind of cross tracks there. So it can happen in this area. We've seen it before. It could possibly happen again as well.
What are some things that people need to keep in mind the next time we have a severe event?
So we live in the Mid-South. We live in a very active region for severe weather. Take the time now to be thinking about what are you going to do for that next severe weather event. Where's your safe place in your house or at your place of work or at school? Be thinking about those type of things. Have your severe weather plan ready to go when that next time comes, because there will be a next time. We will continue to have severe weather here across the Mid-South.
Our appreciation goes out to the National Weather Service and to everyone who went into keeping those people informed through those days. Also, thank you to everyone who has given us time to sit with us through interviews, take us through the aftermath of those storms. Our hearts go with everyone who are still working to recover. You can watch our special 1 Week in April on our streaming platforms.